Can I ask you something? Does laser hair removal hurt? You're not alone in wondering this. This is one of the top questions we get asked when it comes to those laser hair removal treatments. So today, we're gonna go through what laser hair removal feels like, how to prepare, and what to expect for that very first session. So there are no surprises, just smooth results. My name's Aaliyah Kellogg, and I'm a medical educator and registered nurse here at Milan Laser. So today, let's break down what to expect with those very first sessions. Now, when it comes to laser hair removal, everybody does experience this a little bit differently. I have people that come in and absolutely breeze through those treatments, no problem at all. And then I have other people who are a little bit more like me. We feel a little bit more of that pain sensitivity. Everybody's going to be different when it comes to that pain tolerance. For a lot of people, what it can feel like is a rubber band snap, a little zip here or there. We often refer to it as feeling a little bit spicy. Now, other people feel a little bit more warmth when it comes to that laser itself. But what we want you to know is that when you come in, we're here for you every step of the way. We have pain management tools that we will use to make sure you are comfortable throughout your entire treatments. We often get people that ask, can you treat me if my skin is darker? I've heard that I can't get laser hair removal treatments, and we absolutely can. Here at Milan, we use the Candela GentleMax Pro. This is an FDA cleared laser that ensures safe and effective treatments for clients and people of absolutely every skin tone. When it comes to prepping for that laser hair removal treatment, we do have some guidelines and some recommendations that we always like to go through with you. We do need to make sure that when you come in for those treatments, that you don't have any recent sun exposure and that you're at that baseline skin tone. This is gonna be your natural skin tone. I often refer to it as whatever you are at the dead of winter when you haven't had any of that sun exposure. We know that we cannot safely treat over tan skin that has that sun exposure. So we do need to make sure that when you come in, you are at that natural baseline skin tone. We're also going to want you to come in with that nice, clean skin, free of any product. So when you prep for the day and you wake up in the morning, make sure that you don't apply any lotions, makeup, moisturizers, serums, deodorants. Those can impact your laser hair removal treatment. Now, caveat to that is, right, if you're working all day and you have to wear makeup and your laser hair removal treatment is at 4 o'clock, you can put on makeup in the morning. What we do recommend you do is come into the clinic a little bit early. That way you can wash off that product before your treatment. All of our clinics do have face wash available to you, so we can make sure you have that nice, clean skin for those treatments. When you're treating areas like underarms and your face, your provider will also do an extra cleanse and wipe that area to make sure there's no residual products. Deodorant tends to cling, so we do that extra double check to ensure your safety. When it comes to prepping going into that treatment, we do want to also make sure you are only shaving. So for about 4 weeks prior to treatment, we want to make sure you avoid the use of waxing. We don't want you to thread, pluck, use depilatory creams, do any sugaring, anything that's going to remove that hair follicle, because we need it to be present for that laser hair removal treatment to actually be effective. We're always going to recommend that you shave either the day before or the day of treatment to make sure you have a nice close shave. That's going to get you the best and most targeted results. Now, when you show up to the clinic, you'll be taken back to your treatment room. Depending on the areas that are being treated, you might be asked to disrobe, but a towel will be provided for modesty. Your provider is going to review your health history form, and then they're going to come in and introduce themselves. They're going to talk through that laser hair removal session with you every step of the way, letting you know exactly what they're going to do before they do it, so that you're comfortable and you know what's coming next. At every visit, your provider is going to ask you a series of pre-treatment questions. These are really going to be geared towards ensuring you have a safe, effective treatment. Now, these questions are going to include things like, are you at your baseline skin tone? Do you have any recent sun exposure? They're also going to ask about product. They really want to make sure you have that nice soap and water clean skin, that we don't have on any lotions, deodorants, makeups, moisturizers in those areas we're going to be treating. They're also going to ask about any and all tattoos. It's very important we have this information. If you do have a tattoo, they're going to outline that area and keep it covered throughout the treatment to ensure your safety. The treatment area will be outlined with a white eyeliner pencil and grid lines will be placed. This is going to ensure that we maximize those results for you and we perform those safe, effective treatments. Once your skin is prepped, the treatment will actually begin. Now, a lot of providers, myself included, will usually start with just 1 or 2 pulses of the laser to really make sure you feel comfortable, you get used to that sensation. Throughout the entire treatment, we do have an air cooling chiller. This is going to blow cold air on your skin. This is going to maximize your comfort. Now, your providers are all medical professionals, so we are experts at assessing skin. We're also experts at cueing in to our clients' needs. So if you're exhibiting some of those pain indicators, we'll be able to pick up on that. But don't hesitate to let us know what you need as well. We're here for your comfort throughout the entire treatment and your entire hair-free journey. Just let us know what you need and we'll make those adjustments for you. Treatments are often very quick, with many being performed and completed in 20 to 30 minutes or less. All right, you've done it. You made it through that first session. Now we want to talk about what to expect afterwards. Immediately following that laser hair removal session, you might have a little bit of redness and a little bit of follicle inflammation. This is a completely normal and expected reaction. It should mean you got a nice targeted treatment and you should get some great reduction. When it comes to those post-treatment recommendations, we are going to recommend that you treat that skin very gently for the next 24 to 48 hours, but there's really no restrictions when it comes to bathing, product, or activity. We're also going to recommend daily gentle exfoliation. This is going to help pull out those hairs that we just treated and reduce the risk for those ingrowns. We're always going to continue to educate to make sure that you are not waxing, tweezing, threading, really doing anything that's going to remove that hair follicle. We need it present for those treatments to be effective. We're going to recommend that you only shave in between those sessions. And then the last and most important thing that we're going to educate on is that post-treatment sun avoidance. Very, very important that you keep those areas out of the sun. We recommend for at least the next 3 weeks to avoid the risk for any pigmentation changes. We really want to make sure you're utilizing SPF properly. So read the back of that sunscreen bottle. Make sure you're putting it on plenty of time before you're going to go outside and also reapplying. Now, if you have any questions following that laser hair removal treatment, if you have any concerns, we want you to call us at the clinic so we can give that additional guidance and that reassurance for you. What is your biggest laser question? Drop it in the DM, give us a comment, or better yet, come in and see us at the clinic and talk to somebody who gets it. Where are you on your hair loss journey? Comment and subscribe.